I don't have a character to dance around with. Hey everyone, it is Jackel Wolf coming at you with another Tuesday night. I'm going to call this a retro stream. This is Heroes Quest 1, Quest for the Glory, under the name that they were forced to take over after there was a whole lawsuit about the name and all that fun stuff. But this, I knew this one as Heroes Quest. Actually, I didn't even know it as Heroes Quest 1. It was always just Heroes Quest. But yeah, we played a little bit of this last week. We had a little bit of time after we finished that Samorost 3. So we're just going to go hit continue. Ooh, 1 second here. Change directory. Oh boy. I may have lost my save games. Change directory. Okay, we might have a little bit of a problem here. Now there was one thing we can try. There's one thing we can try. Let's close that down and close that down, and we're gonna go and restart it up. We go launch. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Oh, don't tell me my mouse is dead. This is just going to be a perfect night already. Yeah, I think that mouse is dead. Luckily, I've got a backup mouse. Oh, but that means I gotta unplug my phone or my Stream Deck. I guess my phone's getting unplugged. That is not good. Yeah, so hey, Tuesday night retro stream, everything is going a-okay. Let's go check something out now. We gotta turn this on, and if we go launch now, last time I may have done 2, which is the EGA version. Yes, this is the one. So the graphics on this one are not as good. I actually did a little bit of searching. If we continue, here are all my saves. So I wish I'd researched last time, because the VGA version is way better looking than this one. Big Edley, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming out to the stream. I just discovered that my save games don't carry over between the different video versions, and that's really unfortunate. And I'm debating whether I should start from scratch and just burn my way through. Maybe that's what I'll do, because the graphics on the VGA version are just way better. Start over. I think I might just simply to get the better graphics. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go and we're going to do this the hard way. So come on, Alt F4, Alt Tab is what I got to do. And then we got to close it down from here. Come on. So how are you doing tonight, Big Edley? Hopefully you are having yourself a good night. Close that, and we're going to go launch, and then we're going to go 1 for VGA. Yeah, you can see the graphics already are just way better. Sierra, I remember so many Sierra games. We didn't get that far. Doing great. And that is true. We did not get very far. I probably only put about an hour into it last Tuesday. I've got my map still. My map is still right here. You can see my beautiful map making skills there. That was your suggestion as well, Big Edley. I believe that was your suggestion. So we're going to go start new hero. Survey? Survey? I think this... Should I go with a different character? I went with the thief last time. That was from the dev in the manual, okay, which is good. It was a good suggestion. It was a very good suggestion. Survey. Big Edley, thank you so much. My spelling was so bad. Let's do the fighter. It's going to change up some of the things we can do, but that is fine. So name, of course, is jackelwolf. So we got 50 points available. And can we not... We can't put any in there at all. Really? I kind of thought we'd be able to add a couple of them. All right, so you know what? Strength. Oh, what do I? Oh, it's a right click. That's what it is. That is so odd. So 5 there. Actually, let's go 10. Ooh, boy, they are. Can I cancel? No. Okay, so this is going to restart it here. Let's go jackelwolf. So it looks like, just out as a test, if I add to pick locks, yeah, that's 25 points for 5 points there. I don't want that. I don't want that. Different character type. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. We'll do this one more time. We'll get this. It's not going to take me an hour to get back to where we were last time. That's my goal for tonight. Jackel wolf. And okay, so strength, let's go bump that up. And intelligence is going to be good. I kind of wish it told me how much it was going to take. Luck should go up. And then weapon use, dodge, and I'm going to throw throwing in there. All right, fair enough. We'll go hit start. Yerbs, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming out to the stream. Yeah, this is like so much better looking than the one we were doing last week. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are 2 people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. You can even hear the music in the background. Do, 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 do. The man with the pipe greets you. Welcome to our town. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow between them and the brigands. We certainly could use a hero around here. He looks more like, I should be doing like with a German accent or something. I am Sheriff Schultz. I can't do a German accent. I don't know what I'm trying. Schultz Meisterson. Oh, good luck in your quest. Okay, I guess I'm not going to listen to you. Schultz appears to be an affable old coot, content to smoke his pipe. There's a hardness behind his eyes, however, that gives you reason to believe he is no pushover. So we can unhand that sheriff. So I just used the hand thing on him and it said unhand that sheriff. Okay. So right click changes the thing. So we can talk to him, ask about the mountains. Okay. So this is no type. Oh, there's no typing in this one. That's probably why the save games didn't save over. So hopefully you guys are having a good night. Hopefully everything is going well for you. Ask about the town. This town was named after Barons of Spielberg. Used to be a lively place to be before the brigands came and drove all the business away. You can find a place to stay at the inn next door. You can learn about jobs, the guild hall. You're interested in magic, visit the magic shop. Still plenty to do to see here. The Baron. The Baron, Stefan, keeps mostly to himself in his castle north of here. We haven't seen him in town for years. Magic. Just next to the inn is a small magic shop. The owner, Zara, will let you in if you have some abilities in that area. She's a strange one, all right. Well, we don't have any abilities, so they're not going to let us into the magic shop. The inn, go talk to the innkeeper. He will help you there. The guild hall. The guild hall is at the southern west corner of town. If you're looking for work, that's a good place to go. Now, was that everything? Something else? Monsters. The monsters come down from the mountains every winter, but they usually are gone by now. The Baron just doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Wolfgang. Wolfgang down at the guild hall is the one to talk about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Yo, Jay Geek in the house. Hey, Jay, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming out to the stream. I don't know if you caught any of the beginning of this one here, but we've switched over to the VGA version because it is the higher graphic version, and I lost it wasn't compatible with the other save games, so I got to restart from the beginning here. Oh, wait, no. Wolfgang, whom were you trying to speak? I was trying to speak to the ground. The Guild Hall. Guild Hall, southwest corner. If you're looking for work, that's a good place to go. Something else. Did I ask about the brigands? Whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant just last week. Got a fair amount of treasure, I hear. The merchant. The one who was robbed, he's staying at the inn, I believe. The innkeeper, go talk to him there. Something else. Treasure. Obtaining treasure involves putting yourself in danger. If you're brave, foolish, or lucky, you might get some treasure. Danger. My friend, this world's filled with danger. Sometimes I think it might be better to choose your danger rather than sitting around waiting for it, as I seem to do. But enough of this philosophical rambling. I am content enough to be Sheriff of Spielberg. Something else. Treasure? Taming treasure involves putting... Okay, we did that one. All right. Something else. Adventure. You'll need to talk to the Baron about that. Or go to ask Wolfgang down at the Guild Hall, which is just down the street. So maybe you're going to be a hero? Well, we could surely use one around here. What with all the brigands? We've already talked about those. Name. I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. And this is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Otto's a big help to me. He's very smart for a goon. His prisoners only suffer a few broken bones when he grabs them. I thought it sounded familiar. Hey, Jay. Hey, Yerbs and Ed. Oh, you're talking about the... the name of the game you thought sounded familiar. Is that what you were talking about? It took a bit of doing to teach him to bring prisoners back alive, but he hardly ever forgets now. Very nice. Prisoners. It's simple. When someone breaks the law, we catch them and hold them prisoner. All right, something else. Enough already. Otto, what's going on? You get no results. No results at all. There's more than a hint of ogre about this strange bulky character. He seems cheerful enough, though. All right, so can we... Let's use the look. If this is the town's water supply, no wonder nobody ever comes here. What about the dog? There's a sign on the door of Otto's barbershop. It says, out to lunch. Okay, that's not picking up on the dog. The sheriff's office doubles as the jail. This is the door. This is not much to look at. What a guy. And more than hint ogre. The windows from the lights inside the sign reads Hero's Tale Inn. All right, so let's go to the Hero's Tale Inn. So hopefully everybody had themselves a good Tuesday day. Did he just hit me with that? I think he did. I don't like that. Welcome, travelers to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shameen at your service, and may you find what you seek here. I wish I could do voices. I can't do voices. I probably could do voices, but... All right, very good food, a very good drink, finest in town. Sit, rest, you will be served by my Shima. No, 1 second. Talk. Okay, room. Very nice room, very soft beds, finest in town. Only 5 silvers a night. Food, very good drink, finest in town. Sit, rest, you'll be served by my Shima. Merchant, my friend Abdullah is recovering from his robbery last week. He should be here around supper time. Brigands, I know little about them except they must be wealthy now. Hope to return to my homeland with the profits Abdullah, Shima, and I would make from the caravan. Now I fear we will remain here unless someone deals with the brigands and returns our stolen trade items. Shapir, a land of golden sand and tall mountains, a city of tall buildings and winding streets, a place where Kata can bask in the sun as they sell things in the bazaar. It is our homeland and a place we long to be. Blah, blah, blah. Caravan. In my homeland, a caravan is the only way to travel from city to city. Something else. Name. I am a shaman, a poor unfortunate, forced to seek a fortune in this cold land, far away from my homeland and my kata people. Kata. We are a race of desert dwellers and wanderers of the endless sands. Actually, I think I missed homelands. We live far to the south in the desert lands of Shapir. Someday we may yet return there. And then Shapir, land of golden sands, blah, blah, blah. Something else. Town. Spielberg is a sad place for an innkeeper, for few travelers visit because of the brigands. Spielberg, this is cold land for a kata. Sheriff, he comes in with his wife sometimes for food. He is very wise and generous. Otto, there is no end to the food that one can eat. Something else. Inn. This is the Hero's Tale Inn, where Shamin and I will be delighted to serve you. The softest and safest of beds, the richest and finest of foods await you. You have but to command. Shima. Shima is my beloved, and she can cook and keep the inn as few others. When she dances, there is true magic. If we ever return to Shapir, then she will again dance. Enough already. Okay, so let's look. You see a small cat-like creature known as a kata. You've heard that katas are common in the southern desert. You see an assortment of tools used to maintain the fire. A well-fed fire purrs happily in the fireplace. You look closely and read Genie's Lamp for Rent. Inquire in Quest for the Glory 2. Trial by Fire for details. Oh, it's just another cheap plug. Oh, very cool. The warmth of the fire feels good. Was that table? This looks like an Alpine inn, complete with dishes on the wall and heavy beams on the ceiling. It is pleasantly warm, and the aroma of strange spices fills the air. Collection of designer plates loaned to the Hero's Inn by Mary Meister. This is authentic Polynesian mask is far, far from home. One of Hiram Plugmeister's double-barreled spittoons. A door to some other room, perhaps a proprietor can tell you what's in there. Odor of cooking food wafts through the curtains. Okay, so I guess the room. All right, let's. Table feels rough to the touch, but very solid. You take a seat at the table nearest the fire. I love the sound effects. Oh, that's Creative Kitty furiously tapping in the background there. I am Shima. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish food or drink? We'll go food. We have very good stew of newborn lamb along with honey chicken of a mere 3 silvers. Coffee is included in the price of the meal. Okay, let's go room. We have about to give Shamin 5 silvers. Drink. We have a rich black coffee, freshly ground and brewed as only my people do. Such coffee will bring you in your full alertness, but it is but a silver. Questions. It is Shamin who is the speaker for the house. I have much work to do to serve you. If you wish to know more about such things, speak to him. Name. I am Shima, which means in the words of the kata, she of the dance. Homeland, or homeland's far to the south. Shapir is where the kata come from, warm and bright and sunny. I'm kata. Kata are quiet and gentle people. That doesn't describe the kata that I would know. Katas tend to be very loud and annoying and like to make a lot of noise when you're trying to do things like sleep. Dance. It's true that I love to dance, but my soul cannot fly so far from home. Okay, something else. Merchant. Abdullah will always be our guest and friend. Abdullah too is from the land of Shapir. Robbery. Abdullah would be honored to tell you of that. Something else. And Shamin, he is my soulmate. Enough already. Can we... Her claws look too sharp for you to risk her or her husband's wrath. Is there... Oh, here we go. Okay, so... Do we... That's magic, right? Okay, that brings up that. Okay, inventory. Do we... no. You drop the rest of your silvers, but one... all but one that you keep for luck. That's not what I want. Wanted to do Dark World Rabbit with the follow. Thank you so much, Dark World. You know what? That deserves the chicken hat. Give me 1 second here. Thank you so much for the follow, Dark World. That is really, really awesome. Dark World Rabbit. That's actually a cool name. I like that. I hope I have not dropped all of my silvers, though. 4 gold pieces and 1 silver piece, weighing that amount. So silver. There we hit the check mark. You may buy a meal, buy yourself a meal, 3 silvers, buy yourself a drink. Let's buy yourself a meal. Although, mind you, it's pretty early on in the game, so I don't know if that makes the most sense. Chicken hat. Yes, it is. It is awesome. My wife and my daughter got it for me for my... It was either my birthday or for Father's Day last year. So, you think it was Father's Day? Creative Kitty, my daughter's in the room with me. She's playing on the other computer, but... Oh yeah, so we're getting some food here. Big Andy, where'd you get the... That's an interesting emoji. Was that one of the free ones you got? I bring you that which you ordered. May it please and satisfy you. I'm actually kind of glad we switched to the higher, the better graphic version of this. All right, so look. The food looks unusual, but smells surprisingly good. Grab it. The food tastes surprisingly good, and the drink is delicious. I kind of thought he'd do some animation or something like that. Awesome. It's even more special coming from them. Oh yeah, totally. It was definitely the right thing. This is, if you're not familiar with my streams, this is the chicken pack. It is what the name of the group is. It kind of harkens back to the Sky Factory 3 days. 1 second here. We'll go get up. And it kind of harkens back to the Sky Factory 3 days where I was big into the chickens at one point. All right, let's head over there. I gotta love the sound effects in this version compared to the other one. No, that's the emote I got from a gift sub on another channel. Oh, that's an awesome one. I like that. Which channel was that? All right, so Magic's not gonna let us in. Oh, never mind. Magic does let us in. Okay, this here, it's not a pretty sight. I see a wide variety of arcane objects, for example, scrolls covered with mysterious symbols and arcane incantations. A toaster oven, very rarely used. Electricity hasn't been invented yet. Bottles of metaphilic potions. That's all the same up there. You see a wide variety. Crystal balls, useful only to those initiated into the ways of witches. Bottles of metaphilic potions. Books dealing with sorcery, necromancy, and other occult subjects. Crystal balls. Titles are totally unfamiliar to you. The book dealing with sorcery, necromancy, and other occult. It's one of those games you got to click on every single thing to make sure you don't miss anything funny. For example, dried manta ray jerky. Yum. A wide variety. Balance scale. Zara uses it to measure powders and to maintain the magical balance. For example, a hooded robe for when it rains in here. An ancient balance scale will help her maintain a sense of balance. Burning incense fills the room with a strange fiery scent. Tinsel and chaff, very good for avoiding radar. Very nice. For example, scrolls covered mysterious arcane. Instant fire, just add water. Mortar, complete with the traditional pestle. A blue bottle of blue bottle flies. A brown jar of crushed cockroach essence. A bowl of pretty little fish. A jar is filled with corrosive looking green substance. A strange globe, eerie light. Coals are glowing. The jar is filled with corrosive looking green substance. It looks like a sculpture of some weird bat-winged creature. A toaster oven, very rarely used. Okay, let's go. Nope, you get no response. We'll go walk up here. Maison, okay. The point Surprised me. I don't know why. I am Zara. My companion is Damino. The items in the shop are designed for those skilled in the use of magic, which I don't have. Point and click's definitely easier than the EGA version in a lot of ways. There's no official VGA version of the second game. If you decide to continue, there's a free fan remake that's done by reputable folks. Oh, that's good to know. Because yeah, I probably will keep going. I played the EGA version for sure when I was a kid. I really remember it. I don't know if I ever played the VGA version, at least of one. And I played most of the original ones. I don't think I've played them all, but let's go. Zara has a mysterious, unearthly look to her. You have the feeling that she is not a person to trifle with. Ask about Zara. I am both human and fairy folk. I draw my powers from both. My name is Zara, and this is my shop. Fairy folk, we are the people of power and magic and live in the forest far beyond the mountains to the west. Power is this essence of magic, that which the wizard shapes and is shaped by. And actually, before I kill my phone, I had to unplug my phone. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I had to unplug my phone because my mouse died, so I had to go with my backup mouse. Something else. Damino is both my familiar and my friend. We share our lives and our magic. Familiar is a creature of magical abilities which have been summoned to serve the wizard. The summoning of a familiar is the most powerful spell and can be cast but once. It binds the wizard and the familiar to the ends of their lives. The more powerful the wizard, the more powerful the familiar, although you cannot always judge power by a familiar's shape. Magic. If you have the skill of magic, you can learn the way to cast spells by reading magic scrolls. Without the skills, you have no power. The more you practice spellcasting, the greater you shall become. Initiation. When you have mastered 9 spells and the power to cast all, improving yourself by accomplishing great deeds, you must undergo initiate to become a full wizard. Place in district south, must journey, become a hero here. Okay, we this is all kind of beyond us. Ezra's wizard and spellcaster knows much about this area. Northeast of town, top of a steep mountain. Be very helpful if approached properly, but he has a strange sense of humor. Right, we talked about that. Power potion. Power potion restores your magical energy. Journey. Many entrances to halls. Journey. Blah, blah, blah. Hero, master arcane skills, become a true hero. And something else. Spielberg, blah, blah, blah. Okay. We can't do much in here anyways, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've played. I don't know, how loud is that for you guys? Is that like really, really loud, or is that only sort of loud? All right. She's the only sane person here. At least she's not off her rocker. I like that. The old lady's sleeping so soundly no amount of shaking will awaken her. Let's go talk. Doesn't really sleep soundly. Doesn't notice your presence. Looks like a nice, neat little house. There's a grandmotherly old lady rocking the porch. Actually, before we do anything, how do we save? Is that it there? Save. We'll go save one. Save. Door appears to be locked. There's no answer to your knock. The occupant is out right in front of you, in fact. Okay, so that's not going to work. Let's head over here. What is that? That's an eyeball? The eye over the magic shop door seems to be watching you. Judging from what the sign says, the building at the end of the street is the guild hall. All right, let's just... Don't use that. Go over there. Not loud at all. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Actually, I wasn't even too sure if the desktop audio was on for a second there. I'm so bad at that. Forgetting to turn it on. You enter the Adventurers Guild Hall. The Adventurers Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The additional moose head, the other stuffed monsters. You see a registration book on the table, both boards full of job listing. The man seated near the window must be the guild master. He is snoring. There's the hero quest for the glory. Hero's quest. I want to call it Hero's quest because that's what I knew it as. It looks like this old guild master doesn't do much adventuring anymore. Still, he looks like he was plenty tough in his day, and he probably has many a tale to tell. The Heart of Healing, perhaps you should get closer. Da, da, da. I love how it makes him walk in, like very patterns here. Ach, I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It is so seldom that we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed. Talk. Oh, what a glorious day it was. Oh, hello there. Guildhall. This is where an adventurer can find out who needs someone brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. It's a good place to talk to about adventurers on a cold afternoon. Used to play cards here once a week as well, but there are too few adventurers in Spielberg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, or they just got too old. Monsters. You can see some of the types of monsters that live around here if you look out our walls. There are trolls, griffins, cheetahs, manta rays, and goblins wandering in the woods. There are even some ogres and Saurus Rexes back in this valley. There was a time when Schultz and I had gotten rid of most of the monsters around here, but we were just too old for that now. Trolls are very tough. Fortunately, they only come out at night. The woods are very dangerous at night. Saurus. A Saurus is a monster easy to avoid and easy to kill for a skilled adventurer. Ogres. Ogres are a lot like goons, but even meaner, not as bright though. Goblins. Goblins are not tough, but when they gang up, they can take out an unwary adventurer. Cheetars are ferocious creatures that charge out of nowhere and try to tear you to shreds. Sometimes they succeed. Manta rays, those weird things are magical. They are best avoided. Saurus Rex, don't mistake those things for Sauruses. When they come at you, it is sometimes best just to run away. Alright, something else. Bulletin board over there in the walls where the job's posted. Some have been there a long time. Just aren't too many good adventurers around here lately. Reward, you need to talk to either Baron or Healer about that. Healer, house is just north of the town gate. She's a nice woman. Castle. The castle's just north of the Healer's house. Alright, you get... Oh, I'm talking to that. So there's the book. The century was made several years ago. It says Baronet Barnard von Spielberg killed a troll near the Flying Falls on this day. I don't mean to walk all the way over there. I just want to look at these things. Alright. Reward for return of a lost ring. Inquire at the Healers. Reward of 30 gold. Capture death of Brigand Warlock. Brigand leader. Description unknown. Appearance wears a cloak. Must provide proof. Poster seems to have been here a while. Picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. 50 gold coins. Notice spell components needed. And poster's rather dusty. Small child with braids. Reward 50 gold coins for safe return of Elsa von Spielberg. How do we get out of here? Alright. A past adventurer's armor suit. You wonder why he doesn't need it anymore. Then you see the cheetar claw marks. Crossbeat of an eagle and a lion could have torn a man apart when it was alive. The plaque reads Griffin, slain by Wolfgang Ebentor. The plaque under the moose says, courtesy of the Sierra Online Prop Department. You never saw a purple Saurus before you came to Spielberg, but it looks like a really stupid monster. This is going to be around the time of Barney, I want to say. That's where the purple Saurus comes from. The plaque reads, Saurus slain by hands half written. A tapestry so rotten it would probably fall apart to the slightest touch. Oh, that makes me want to touch it. Looks like it must have been a particularly nasty troll. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark forest. Even in death, this monster remains awesome. Dragon slaying. The head is like a panther's, but with a strong human-like quality, it is still rather frightening. This is certainly a weird one. You've never seen anything quite like it. Antwerp, slain by two guys from Andromeda. See, that's got to be a reference for the Space Quest games. Pile of wood stacked against the wall. Can we touch that? Tapestry feels old and very fragile. Oh, okay. The armor won't fit you. They made them smaller in those days. Okay, let's head out of here. I'm trying to wrap up the town quickly, and then we'll get out into the world again. Oh, before we do anything, we've walked 10 steps, so it's time to save. We'll go save 2. Because I'm all about consistency. I can't whistle. Alright, so we head over here, and then there's going to be that market and a couple of shops, and then there's the inn. Is there a way to go quicker? You can smell apples as you approach this corner. Good day and welcome to Spielberg. Would you like to buy some of my nice fresh fruits or vegetables? You see a charming young centaur with the upper torso of a teenager and the body of a filly. Name. I am Hilda, daughter of Heinrich Preferred. One second. Farmer. Farmer's fine farmer. I can't get her name up again. My father is Heinrich Preferdeffen. Yeah, come over here quick.
Okay.
Preferred. We have some land to the north of town. It isn't very big, but we grow many things. You should be here during the harvest time. Then you would see many fruits and vegetables. My mother has been dead for 3 years now. I miss her still. Date, thank you, but my father thinks I am too young. He would not permit it, but perhaps next year. Very nice. Something else. Market. This is where I sell things from my father's farm. Vegetables. We have many kinds of fresh vegetables for sale today. There are carrots, rutabagas, parsnips, potatoes right from the ground. At 5 for a silver, they are very good for you. We also have some apples. Apples, there's still some apples left. You may buy 10 for a silver since they are so small. Carrots are my favorite vegetable. They are so crisp and sweet. Rutabagas keep well over the winter months. Parsnips can be made into a tasty pie. That is a bold-faced lie. There is no good use for parsnips. I defy anybody saying differently. Turnips are good if you cook them in a stew. Turnips aren't too bad. And turnips and rutabagas, a little bit of the same thing there. Whenever I have a sore throat, I take Preferdern brand cough syrup. Is that a real thing? Like, the name sounds familiar, right? Preferdern, is that really the thing, or is that just a Preferdern? Or does it just sound like a medical thing? Because that is a mouthful. That is a absolute... I have no idea if I'm even coming close to saying that right. Brigands! They have twice robbed my father of his money, and they have tried to steal our food during this winter. That is because we farm outside of town. The brigands would not dare try that in town. The sheriff would stop them fast. Robbery. Many robbers ran up to father as he trotted back to town. My father tried to fight, but they hurt him badly. They then ran away to the southwest. Our sheriff is very brave. He told me so himself. It's good that she believes that. All right. So let's look. Scales are used to weigh the vegetables. There are a variety of vegetables for sale. The shopkeeper is a centaur. The barrels look too heavy to move. There are a variety of vegetables for sale. Simple but prosperous looking general store. It looks like it might provide some staples that would be useful to a traveler, such as if an adventurer partying asks you to join them. Very nice. The white picket fence surrounds by a small yard. The door is bolted. Dry goods through the store window. Let's head to the shop. I don't think so, but it definitely sounds like... It absolutely definitely sounds like a cough medicine. That is for sure. This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter and on the shelves, there are a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads a book. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice you come in. My, you look like an adventurer. We don't see too many of those around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most of the adventurers before they make it to town. I do try to stock some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them if you've done any adventuring at all. Right, let's take a look around. Behind the counter are weapons, armor, and such equipment as you would more often find in an adventurer's shop. On the counter, the shelves, canned goods, blah, blah, blah. The stove is burning merrily away, making the shop seem almost too warm. Barrels appear to be filled with flour and salt and look rather heavy. Clothes come in two sizes, dwarf and goon. Bright sunlight streams in through an open window. The door in the back of the storage room. Jars of beets and sauerkraut look like they were canned locally. Behind the counter are weapons and armor. We've already looked at that. Those look like oversized shields suitable for ogres, goons, and forest giants. Proprietor's teapot. The Matador's red cape recently repaired after he waved it in front of a minotaur. Barrel of flowers. Very little interest in. Looks like a standard broadsword behind that counter. None of the clothes look like they fit. Wooden poles leaning against the wall. A large lumpy sack sits by the wall. Okay. Chat time. Okay, name. Why, that's me, Caspar. Adventurer. I always wanted to be an adventurer. I read about them all the time. The book I was just reading about is about adventuring. A book. Oh, this book. It's about an adventurer who's trying to become a hero. The title is Quest for the Glory, A Hero's Death. Very nice. Oh, something else. Equipment. Unfortunately, I have only standard weapons and equipment. I carry daggers and chain armor. Maybe someday I'll be able to carry magic ones, though. Chain armor. You can get really good protection from my chain mail armor. Very heavy, though. It would have to charge you 500 silvers for it. That sounds expensive. Dagger. The use of daggers, most useful skill. Weapons, easily concealable. 1 second here. What have we got? You can't use your broadsword on your broadsword. That's right. We probably can't. You have 1 broadsword, weighs so much. You have 5 food rations, leather jerkin, and a shield. Okay. So we don't need to buy the dagger from him. Food. Adventuring rations aren't the tastiest food in the world, but they'll keep you healthy and alert as you go along. Pack of 10 will cost you 5. Flask is a very good idea to carry an empty flask or 2 in case you want to pick up a liquid or something. Our flasks are a great bargain at 2 silvers each. That is something we will buy. Equipment. I don't like talk about people behind their backs. Sheriff and Otto protect the town. The sheriff used to be a real adventurer, you know. Hilde sells fine produce for a reasonable price. All right, enough already. So, if we went like that and that and that, we can buy a flask. Here you are. Thank you for your patronage. And what was everything else? Armor. All right, we'll go buy nothing. Although I guess I could probably throw the dagger. I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm not too worried about it for the moment. He immediately puts the book up. That's awesome. That's exactly how I would be if I worked at a store like that. When I used to work at the bookstore, this was like 12, 15 years ago, when it was really, really quiet, I used to grab a book off the shelf and walk around the store reading the book. It was so awesome. It was probably the most easygoing job I've ever had was working in the bookstore, I got to say. We are going to save again because we've walked 10 paces, and we'll go and right 3 save. We've walked 10 paces. Now we got to go and save. I learned that lesson quickly last time where the door is locked, where we ended up dying and having to go back and redo a whole bunch of stuff. So before you leave town, for sure, I don't think anything can really kill us here. Shop seems to be closed, although there are some dried up cupcakes in the window. There's a sign on the door which says "Gone Fishing." Shop seems to be closed. There's a sign on the door which says "Gone Fishing." A butcher's shop. A baker's shop. The building looks old, dark, and a little seedy. The sign above the door depicts a beer stein. Can't do much with that. Actually, what's this? The pots appear to be just junk. Okay, I know if we go down the alley, there's a bum down here. Big Ellie says lol. I don't know what you're which part you were lolling there. There was or with the walking around the bookstore reading the book. This grubby place must be in an alley. It feels strange here, colder than the rest of town. There are some barrels discarded here. A beggar holds out a bowl towards you. Alms, alms for the poor. A thin man with a very patched clothing holds out an empty bowl, the standard beggar's bowl every beggar is issued when he graduates from an accredited beggar's school. Barrels are empty and smell of sour beer. The walls seem pretty normal, but there's some curious marks on the north ends of the buildings. Grubby place. North ends of the building. Back wall is one of the best examples of a perpendicular wall that you've ever seen. It reminds you of the time when you thought about climbing Mount Everest. the save game comment. Well, okay, yes, yeah, there you go. 3 rules of Sierra: save early, save often, take everything that's not tied down, try everything on everything. No, that is very, very true. The try everything on everything, for sure. An early model of a hot dog stand, or could it just be a hamburger stand? Barrels are empty. One smells of sour beer. Another reach of twirl sweat. Grubby place must be an inn. It's talking about the walls, the north end of the building. I don't see what they're talking about. Walls seem pretty normal, but there's some curious marks on the north ends of the buildings. I don't know if that's an actual hint. I think it must just be a red herring there. It must just be a red herring. All right, let's talk silver for the poor, gold for the poor. Okay, you're gonna make me give you thanks. You know, it's a real tough trying to make a living begging in this town since the brigands started scaring all the trade away. It used to be such a nice place to live. Oh, okay. I missed what he said, but don't think it really matters. Begging. A beggar gets cash only when others get cash, and nobody's got much money here right now, except maybe the brigands. Cash. There's honest work up at the Baron's castle, I hear, but begging's my business. Work. You could get a job cleaning the stables, I understand. It's great if you want to build up muscles or have a place to spend the night, but you won't get rich. I'd rather beg myself. Name is Sam. I've lived here for 5 years now, and I think I'll be heading on once the pass clears of snow. There's supposed to be some good begging towns to the south. Nice talking to you. Alms for the poor. Alms south. Heard Silmara is a good place to be. It's by the sea. I think I'll head there after this. Spielberg. Syntax, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for coming out to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Hopefully you are having a good one. Understand this used to be a great place to be. Traders going in and out, tourists coming and going, perfect begging conditions. Things were starting to dry up about the time I got here. Just my luck. The brigands started getting tough. About time I got back to work. Alms for the poor. Are you really? You're gonna make me. Thanks. You know, it's really tough trying to make a living begging. Brigands start scaring away all the trade. Okay, traders. Trades used to stop here on the way south. Tourists. Tourists used to come here on a regular for the Spielberg Castle Festival. Cider closed down. Festival without the cider part. Cider. I heard Ambilin got scared out of the brigands and decided to move away. I still remember the taste of his cider was so good. It was called Ambilin Entertainment from Spielberg. I wonder if that's the whole reason they called the town Spielberg, was just for this one joke here. Syntax is doing well. Big Edley with the bows. Okay, tourists. Oh no, we already talked to him about that. Something else. Luck. I have lots of luck. It's just that it's bad. Brigands. A rumor has it that someone smart took over, organized them, trained them, that sort of thing. Maybe. Nowadays, no one's safe outside of town. Up to that time, the brigands were just pains. Dumb guys who sometimes tried to beat up traders outside of town. They sure hurt business. No one's getting rich but them. Okay, alright, so we've talked to this guy. Was that, is that something? No. I still don't know what that means, though. Some curious marks on the north ends of the buildings. I wonder if it's... it might be something for the future. Word of warning to you, don't drink the dragon's breath. That sounds like good advice. I wouldn't doubt it, lol. The grimy window lets a little light into this tavern. It smells like stale ale and the other more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt and the bar with sticky beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask behind the bar. To your right, two gamblers are playing cards. That's the butcher and the baker. The bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon on the left. You get the impression that you are not welcome. Alright, let's take a look. What's that? You see a crumpled piece of paper under the stool. You pick up the note, you smooth out the piece of paper and read. B, he's starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meetings for a bit, but I'll keep you posted by these notes. B. The butcher is wearing a blood-stained apron. He seems to be deeply involved in the game. The baker seems to be deeply involved in the game. They seem to be using old-made cards, but it looks like these guys aren't playing with a full deck. The candlestick maker is in the left corner. Oh, this guy here? You think so? This is where the barber, oh, he's the barber, has lunch. That guy's had so much to drink, he looks embalmed. Unless you're talking about this guy here. This goon looks really tough and mean. He's not someone who you'd want to fight. The bartender looks tough from his crew cut to his boots. The only thing soft about him is his tattoo, which says Mama. Looks like some kind of card game. Some of the finest ale in the valley. World famous troll sweat is always fresh. It looks lean, mean, and green. That's a mighty unusual keg there. It's a keg of genuine troll sweat, guaranteed to make your eyes water and your teeth rot. Okay, I know it's a little dangerous in here, so let's hit the save. I go save, and let's start by talking to this guy, because I'm pretty sure he beats me up. A goon seems to be ignoring you. You seem to have annoyed him. The crusher bares his teeth at you. Either you're in big trouble now, or that's just his way of smiling. I knew it. I knew it was going to be trouble. Mumble, mumble, overworked. Mumble, underpaid. Mumble, mumble, no control over my life. Can we go back in? Okay, so we can't talk to him. We kind of knew that. It was just going to be for fun. But because we've done something, let's go hit that save. We'll do one more save. I keep forgetting the numpad doesn't work. We'll go save. And let's start talking to these guys first. Butcher shop. There's not a whole lot of meat in town for me to butcher these days. Now, if someone would just bring down that stag in the forest. Got any 220s? Cards. The cards, they've been very, very good to me. Go fish. Name. I'm Butcher Beefmeister. I'm Butch Beefmeister, the Butcher. Got any 889s? Fish. There's a river to the south by the Flying Falls which has some good-sized trout. Go fish. Okay, enough already. Bakery. I haven't been able to get any supplies in since the brigands closed off the area. The bakery will reopen as soon as I have some. Got any 934s? Cards. The butcher's been getting all the good cards. Name. I am Silius Sourdough the Baker. 815s. Fish. Mirror Lake to the south has a huge fish, but it's pretty dangerous. Go fish. Enough already. And actually, I didn't look at that. Looks like something you'd expect to see in a tavern, but a little dirtier. Ooh, one second here. Can we use the bottle? It doesn't work. There's no point in trying to use one of those here. Okay. Where is our voice? I should talk to this guy first. The drunken barber at the end of the bar isn't in any shape to talk, at least not coherently. Bartender ignores you. Maybe you'd better sit down first. And go sit down. The butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker, old nursery rhyme. Oh, no, I got that one. I got the season 2 of World of Solitude. That was one of my builds, was the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. I had a whole storybook village going on. Name. This is the bar. I serve drinks. You want a drink? Order one. You want answers to stupid questions? Get out. He seems like such a nice fellow. Drinks. Ale, 1 silver. Troll sweat, 5 silver. Dragon's breath, 25. Take your pick. Ale, good for what ails ya. Har har. You know what? That is worth a single dad joke. Single dad joke? Single dad joke. There we go. Troll sweat. It'll go down real smooth. Dragon's breath. It's the house specialty. Something else. Drinks. Town. What do you think I am? A guide dog or something? You get no response. Tavern. This is the Aces and Eights Tavern, stranger. There you go. Crusher. He doesn't like his personal affairs discussed. My advice is not to do anything that'll get him upset. Okay, I think we've talked to these guys enough. And I think that's pretty much it for the town. I know there's a Thieves Guild, and you got to do something for him. I think you got to get him like Troll's Breath or something. Oh, it's nighttime. Let's just take a peek down here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What am I doing? What am I doing? All right, save one. Save. Ah, look at that. Look at that. This place seems sinister at night. Some strange object is glowing at the other end of the alley. You just see a glint from here. Ah, it's the thieves. That coin light spell gets them every time. See that dagger? The next one's centered on your back. Sneak there your cash and you walk out of here. It's a simple trade, your life or your money. 1 second here. My finger's starting to get a bit twitchy, so forget about the questions. Just pay the man and get us out alive. Can we? Despite your intentions, you feel a calmness and a sense of peace descend upon you as you even consider thoughts of violence. I thought we could fight. What's that supposed to be? You trying to pretend you're a thief or something? Har har. You forgot to pay. What a shame. Okay, restore. I may not even be able to fight these guys. I'm not too sure. Okay, let's give this one another shot. Now, tab maybe? Tab brings up inventory. Pick up, drop, look. Tells you about other stuff. Except that stuff. I'm assuming I'm aware. You can't use your leather jerkin on your leather jerkin. Yeah, I get that. Despite your intentions. Okay. We'll just go over here. Ooh, that coin light spell gets him every time. He threw the dagger that time. So how do we fight? Combat for C? I feel like I'm missing something here. To learn how to deal with the thieves. I could look in my manual, but that means tabbing out of the game, which is probably not a good thing. Well, we'll give it a shot here. View manual. Quest for the one manual. The thief. Thief skills. Combat 13. Where's the down arrow? Where's the down arrow? There we go. 11, 12. Winning the game. Talking to characters. Combat. When you encounter a monster, time is most important. Equipment. Fighter's combat. Swing. Block, dodge, thrust. Alternate menu. Keypad. One for fighters, daggers. Thief skills. Wizard's game. Oh yeah. Yeah, good Dragon's Breath, right. Okay, you know what? That's not helping. That's not helping. And that's... Okay, it's a good thing we saved. We're going to go launch that back up again. 1. We got to listen to the Sierra song. I remember when this used to be like just amazed me graphics wise. Like I was just totally floored by the amazing graphics from like these Sierra games. The pixel graphics. No, that's not what I wanted. Can we skip it? So you want to be a hero. Come on. I'm almost tempted just to restart it again. We'll go 3, 2, 1. Oh, it sounded like it was done. You know what? It loads quick. Try it one more time. This is the intermission part of the game. So I did an intermission song. I don't have my phone set up because it's not plugged in. I didn't want to drain the battery. Okay, continue quest. Restore. I'm just going to ignore that. I don't think I've got... I don't think there's anything I can do there yet. Unless maybe I bought the dagger. Maybe I could throw the dagger at them. I'd rather play the Lone Wolf Pick a Path Adventure Series LOL. Is that a game or is that one of like the books Pick Your Own Adventure series? I remember playing those as a kid, and that was a lot of fun. That was... we really enjoyed that. Reading those books, those choose your own adventure books. Can we go in? We probably can't go in here at night. But we probably should sleep. If they'll let us in. Oh, this guy here, we want to talk to him anyways. Merchant is rather a fat man with a small mustache and beard. He wears a turban. You take a seat at the table nearest the fire. Oh, it is indeed sad and dangerous times we live in when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving should be robbed of all of his earthly possessions. That is quite the clap he's got. It's almost like the two coconuts together. I am Shamina. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish food or drink? We probably should eat. I think that is important. Do we... No, we got the bottle opened. Actually, one second here. Look at that. 3 gold pieces, 4 silver pieces. So we're not too bad. Let's buy ourselves a meal. There's no need, you're not hungry. Okay. Then let's just go and talk to this guy. Robbery. 2 weeks ago, I was going to be wealthy beyond what you could dream of. I, Abdullah Do, would be the first merchant into this valley this year, but my life was shattered by brigands. Are you getting ready for bed? It's time to get ready for bed. It's time to get ready for bed. It is a school night. I'll be first merchant into this valley this year, but my life was shattered by brigands. The brigands. The band of brigands ambushed us just as we crossed the pass into the valley. There were about 12 brigands, including a huge minotaur. Big Edley says, lol. The food here tastes a little mousy. Syntax. Okay, that deserves a good 3 dad jokes there. There's also a leader and some sort of wizard. They first used some sort of magic which blinded us. Then they overwhelmed my 6 guards and my assistants. All my trade's goods taken from before me. I am now but a beggar living off the generosity of my friends. Magic. The wizard threw something at us that caused my eyes to be blinded with tears and my nose to be forced to sneeze. I was helpless. Minotaur. The Minotaur is a creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man. They are said to be very strong. Leader. The leader was wearing a cloak so I couldn't see his face. His voice was rather high-pitched though. I was thinking earlier on, the missing daughter, I want to say the missing daughter is the leader. It's been probably 30 years since I played this game. But, hey, stop that. What do you think? This is some kind of biker bar? What did I think I just... Oh, I just clicked the talk on the floor. Leader. The leader was wearing a cloak. His voice was rather high-pitched. Wizard. The wizard was very short and he giggled most of the time. I couldn't understand what he was saying. All right. Guards. Here I pay good money for men to protect me. And what do they do when I need protection? They run away. No, not one man died to defend my treasure. You just can't hire good guards anymore. Wealth. I had treasures carefully brought from Shapir with me. I even had a magic carpet. Name. I am Abdullah Do, son of Ali Do. Grandson of Hansen Do, the former master merchant of Shapir. Now I am but a penniless burden upon my friends. Friends, even though they too lost a fortune when the brigands stole from me, Shamin and Shamina are caring for this frail shadow of a great man. Shamina, she's the finest of cooks outside myself, that is, but her fine food is as dust in my mouth, for I am but a beggar. Shamin, he's the very prince of Katas. Shapir, Shapir, beautiful land of the golden sands and shining sun, the heart of civilization. Alas, she is plagued with fierce jinn and efrits who seek to drive all men and katas from the land. But I can speak no more of my homeland I shall never see again. Instead, I will die in this cold, forsaken land, bereft of all I love. He's such a pleasant chap. Merchant. I trade the treasures of one land for that of another, but the brigands have stolen every treasure I had. I am a merchant no more. Can we look at that? Tables look like they've been rough cut from the local pines. All right, so I guess we need to a night's rest. May you dream of all the rewards you deserve. You thank Shamin and pay him 5 silvers for the room. It seems a little high.
How do you spell
narrate? Narrate. Narrate. Narrate? Somebody in the chat hopefully can help me out there. I am not the right person to ask for spelling, so. The sleep heals and refreshes you.
It works.
It works. Very good food. All right, so we are done in town finally, and it took me a little over an hour to get back to where we were. Though we didn't do as much with all that stuff. We did a lot more this time. So before we get too far, Control S. No, that doesn't bring up the right. Experience 3. Okay, that's good. Save. And we're going to go save to save. All right, so I've got the map from the other one that we did. There we go. There's the wonderful map. So we've done a little bit of searching. The breeze is cool, but you feel a shiver deeper than just cold. You're really on your own now in a very dangerous place. Map seller from Shapir used to have a stand here, but he's moved on. It looks sort of gray and sort of hard, actually quite a bit like a rock. Yep, that's what it is. The carved word sign reads Spielberg. Somebody left the cart before the horse. Maybe the horse wasn't quite as broken down. He put the cart before the horse. Okay, so if we go up here, we're going to get to the healer's place. And I did not show the different paths from the healer. Oh, there's a bird up there. Bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood smoke. You come to the hut by the side of the road. It looks like we can go up. Looks like we can go that way. The creature looks more like a small flying lizard than a bird. Can we climb the tree? Oh, we can. That is awesome. Oh, it takes a lot of skill and practice to climb this tree. Control S. Climbing is 0. So that might be something we can't do. The house looks cheery and well kept. This has a sign of the healer above the entrance. You politely knock on the door. After a moment, you hear the inside bolt slide open. Voice from inside says, "Come on in." Oh, there's a bird in here now. The fragrances of herbs mingle with some rather unpleasant odors as you step into the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. What can I do for you? I can sell you healing potions if you like. I also buy spell components if you're interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me. I always have so much to do around here. All right. Looky-loo. Amelia uses a wide variety of pots to make her magical potions. You see bottles and flasks, a wide variety of different potions. Looking for something funny, you see a clean but very cluttered little hut filled with bottles and potions, busy puttering around with her potions. Small flying creature preening itself on the rafters. A ladder leads to the loft above. A pot over the fire shimmers with herbs. It's pleasantly warm in here. The healer's bed looks very comfortable. The healer uses his table as a workbench. She's a rather motherly looking woman with a look of vagueness that belays her shrewdness. She wears an apron over her dress and a scarf wrapped around her head. Clean, blah, blah, blah. What? Nothing funny? A few odds. You see a few odds and ends, not to mention this and that. Okay, that was the funniest one so far. It's a barrel. You see a winged lizard much like the one you saw outside. No, one second. What's this? The view from the window has been obscured by soot from the fire. Okay. Talky talk. Healer. Well, my name is Amelia my name is Amelia Appleberry, but mostly I'm just known as the healer. I'll be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet Terry. The P is silent. Terry. Terry the pterodactyl, I'm guessing is what it is. Pet. Oh, that's my pet Terry at the pterosaur. He has a girlfriend, Teresa, with the nest in the oak outside my door. Terry keeps me company and listens while I chatter as I work. Pterosaur. They are a species of flying lizard. I understand they can grow quite large in the south. Something else. Ring. My ring is shaped in a gold like a braid of the herb Atheas with the entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. Reward. I will give 6 gold to the person who returns my ring. It was a gift when I graduated from the College of Healing. Potions. I make and sell healing potions. Healing potion. Potion is used to heal damage, keep wounds from getting worse. It's gotten pretty dangerous around here. Vigor potion. Vigor potion used to revitalize yourself after vigorous exercise. Helps restore stamina. Stamina is a measure of the energy the body uses as you work or play. Power. Power potion restores the energy needed to cast spells. Undead unguent. Is used to drive off the minor undead such as zombies or floating spirits. It doesn't last long, so you should use it near where you are going to encounter such things. So that's something to keep in mind if we encounter zombies or flying spirits. There are not too many zombies in this land. Too damp, I suppose. There are some floating spirits, I have heard. Floating spirits are the ghosts which usually hang around graveyards at night. They are dangerous, so don't go near them unless you use Undead Unguent first. Magic. I have the skill to use my magic to create potions. I'm a bit proud about it. Not everyone can do that, you know. Spell components. I always need ingredients for making potions. Right now I need some Arena's flowers, magic mushrooms, troll beard, and let me think. Oh yes, cheetar claws. I'll be happy to pay you if you bring me some. I'll also buy back any empty flasks you have so that I can recycle them. Waste not, want not after all. Troll beard. Trolls around here are tough monsters that cannot stand the light of day and so are found only at night or in caves. They are very difficult to kill, but I will pay 2 healing potions for the beard of a troll. Flowers. I use flowers from Arena's Peace to the north and in nearly all my potions. They have some of the magic of the place even when they are dried. I will pay you 5 silvers for a flask full of flowers. A flask full of flowers. Arena's Peace. Almost due north of here in the meadow called Arena's Peace. It's a very magical area, and I understand that it is a place of safety. It is beautiful all year, for the flowers are always in bloom. Cheetar's claws. The cheetar looks like a cross between a panther and a man. It is vicious and tough. Unless you're a very tough fighter, you had best to get away from it. If you do manage to kill it, then I will pay you 5 silvers for each claw. Flasks. I will pay you 1 silver for each empty flask you bring me so I can use it for more potions. Mandrake root. The mandrake root is useful in a variety of spells, mostly for evil purposes. Mandrake must be pulled from the dead man's grave at midnight. The root is particularly powerful. Castle. You can see Spielberg Castle from my yard outside. The Baron lives there with only his guards for company, so I hear. Baron, poor man, he hasn't been the same since the son and daughter were taken from him. Son, he was just a young dashing man when he last rode off and he never returned. Daughter, the dear child, I can still picture her with her beautiful blonde hair done up in braids. She was so sweet, it's hard to believe she is gone. What is she paying for a flask? It's just, I think it was 1 silver, and I think we paid 3 silver at the store. So I think if we buy a potion from her, we get a leftover flask. I think that's how that works. But that was my first thought, is like, can I buy flasks and sell it to her at a profit? Or I paid 2. Okay, I wasn't too sure if it was 2 or 3, but I knew it was more than 1 silver that we paid for that flask. So that's not the mechanic in the game. I think it's buy a potion and go from there. Brigands are those brutes. I'm always having to heal someone they've beaten up and robbed. I hate thieves. Farmer. Would you believe the brigands almost killed him a while back? Fortunately, their leader made them bring Heinrich here where I could heal him. The leader. I heard the brigand leader ordering those nasty men to bring poor Heinrich here after they hurt him so. I gave them all a good scolding, you can imagine. I imagined that she did. And that's enough already. Alright, can we save? Because I'm going to try something dangerous. Well, potentially dangerous. Don't be nosy. Small on the prehistoric scale, but still a pterosaur. Okay, let's go leave. Farming silver, lol. Yeah, I know, it would be, right? That would be the best way of doing it. No, leave. Oh, by the way, if you happen to find a ring on your adventures, I lost my favorite gold ring, I'll give a reward to the one who returns it. But it's probably up here, if I remember correctly. Do I have anything I could throw? Bottle? It doesn't work. Well, I'm not surprised about that. Nope, that's not what I want. What am I doing? There we go. What about food? Could we use food? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. What is that? There's no point in trying to use one of those there. That was just Nightbot being nosy. Okay, let's head north. Mind you, if it was a ring there, we'd probably have a glint of silver as a hint. So here's the castle. So... Castle. You can't see much over the gatekeeper over the battlements. I hope he's French. I hope he's French from the Search for the Grail. Gatehouse is a massive structure with portcullises closing off access to the castle. Portcullises present a severe obstacle to entering the castle. You can't see anything through the window. Oh, can we go over there? And look through the window? You can't see anything through the window from here. Alright, let's talk. Ask. Name. My name is Carl. I love how they stand with their arms all akinder. Akimbo? 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 I don't know. There's the name for it. Castle. This is the castle of Baron Stefan von Spielberg. Job. The stablekeeper could have used a strong young person to help clean out the stable. Oh, yes, we could get a job here. It does not pay much, but it is good, honest work. If you'd like to take the job, come on in. Stable, cleaning up after the horses, good way to build up your muscles. Baron, my lord sees no one since the loss of his son and daughter. Loss. 10 years ago, the Baron's daughter Elsa was stolen away by magic. 5 years back, the Baronet Bernard von Spielberg went on a hunt from which he did not return. This was all clearly part of Baba Yaga's curse. Barnyard, Baronet Barnyard, the Baronet Barnyard von Spielberg was a proud young man. Bernard, the Baronet Bernard von Spielberg was a proud young man and had the dark hair and eyes of his father, the Baron. He rode off one morning and his horse returned without him. The horse had been raked by the claws of some large animal. There is still a reward offering for the safe return of the Baronet, but I fear he is dead. Reward. There's still a reward offered for safe return. Spielberg of 50 gold. For the capture or death of the brigand warlock, there's a reward of 50 gold. For the capture or death of the brigand leader, there's a reward of 50 gold. And the title of Hero of Spielberg. Hero. The hero of the realm of Spielberg is a title of respect and honor. A true hero can release this land from its curse using his intelligence and courage. Something else. Bernard. We've already talked about that one. Baba Yaga. This powerful ogress is the cause of all the Baron's misfortunes. She's a vile creature who knows much magic. Curse. The Baron ordered Baba Yaga to leave, and she first cursed the graveyard. When he then sent the Baronal guards after her, only their captain returned to the castle. The captain spoke the words, "Hear me, O mighty Baron, thou hast angered me, and thus you are cursed. All that you value shall you lose, all that you treasure shall be taken from you," in a strange voice. The captain then dissolved into a pool of sticky blackness. Very unpleasant. Very unpleasant. No, we already did that. Hut. Baba Yaga has her hut to the northwest. It is a very dangerous place, and many baronial guards have been lost there. Curse. Baron ordered Baba Yaga. We already did. Okay, we did that one. Okay, something else. Elsa, lovely woman. Large winged creature flew over the castle walls, grabbed Elsa, and then vanished before the guards could fire upon it. We searched everywhere for her, but to no avail. Even the jester Yorkel joined the search for her. The Baron sent a troop of guards to storm Baba Yaga's hut, but I think their skulls sit atop her fence. Elsa von Spielberg would be about 18 now. Yorick. He was a jolly young fool who loved to laugh. He was devoted to Elsa and swore he would not return until Elsa was safe. Okay, so this is me being predictive because I don't really remember the story, but I'm thinking Elsa is the bandit leader, and maybe this Yorick is the mage for, I don't know, for whatever reason, that was laughing during the other story. So that's my prediction. That's my prediction. Baroness. Baroness died after the birth of her daughter. Baron still mourns her. Oh, no. Talk. Something else. Guards. Baron von Spiller, most of the guards trying to defeat Baba Yaga. Alright, let's... Can we... Just a minute while I raise the gate. Apparently he's got psychokinetic powers where he can just look at the gate and it'll raise up. Come on. There we go. Well, enter the castle grounds. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right. An empty wagon stands rotting in the courtyard. Empty barrels. Empty barrels. A curb. There's a curb along the left of the courtyard. Curb along the right. This is part of the castle wall. There are 2 guards near the castle door. Castle center. Blah, blah, blah. Neglected. All right, let's go this way. And before we do anything, let's save the day. Here is the stable. The Baron was once known for his many fine and noble steeds. Only a few aging animals remain in his stable. Hey, Creative Kitty.
Yeah.
It's almost 9:30. Remember when I said you had to get ready for bed because it's a school night? It's time to get ready for bed, okay? In the stable, the manure is beginning to pile up. Officers have nice places than inscripted men, those who program scripts. Okay, the officers have nicer places than the inscripted men, those who program scripts. There you go. Castle towers overlook the entire valley. What else we got? Castle stable looks like it holds about 6 horses. It could use some cleaning up. To the northwest, you can see the castle central keep. Horses have plenty of hay to eat. Holds drinking water for the horses. I just had an idea. No, I thought there'd be something funny there. To whom are you trying to speak? He stands on a pressure plate to raise the gates, lol. Yeah, that sounds about right. You looking for some work? Yes. Good. Come in here and take a rake. 1 second here. Can I check? I should have checked. I didn't check my strength. I don't know. Maybe you'll tell me. I don't pay you to rest. Get to work now. Okay, come on over here. The stableman hands you some coins and says, now you're 5 silvers richer. Well, that's a night's stay at the inn, right? A low-looking lout. He could use some cleaning up. Work. The work is simple. Just grab a rake and clean up the place. Pay 5 silvers each time you clean the stables. Horse. We used to have some of the finest horses in the north, and the Baron still cared about things other than his troubles. Now we just have this one outside and these 2 in here. Baron, ever since the trouble started, hasn't been interested in his horses. A baronet used to ride the black horse over there. Magic. Don't ask me about anything to do with magic. I don't want to know. Don't tire me out with a bunch of questions. Can't you see what a hard life I have? Valley. Just get out and wander around a little. You'll find out. Something else. Stables. The old stable used to be twice the size before it burnt down. This is fine with a few horses, rather smaller, blah, blah, blah. Guards, they don't bother me. I don't bother them. Monster. Those things scare me silly. Antwerp. Ha 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 ha, hee 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 ho ho ho. Okay, well, that was the one from the Space Quest, I think. Enough already. Okay, so we've done that. You've raked the manure and covered the stable floor with straw. So Control S. So my stamina's gone down, but my strength didn't go up. I kind of thought my strength would go up, and maybe my vitality or something, or maybe my strength's too high to improve from here. I don't know. Let's check out the rest of the castle. Before we do anything, we've walked 10 paces. Let's take another save. Imagine if real life was like that. You had to save your progress as you went along. That would just be like agonizing. The guard is dressed in worn but neatly patched clothing. He has obviously spent a lot of time maintaining that magnificent mustache, but you better not mention his bald spot. The guards look to be middle-aged but in good physical condition. Their clothing is faded and patched. Even the horns look dull. Castle. This is the castle of Baron Stefan von Spielberg. Baron's daughter's been gone for years. My name is Frederick. Barracks. The barracks are off to my right, but you have no business going there. Bald spot. Pierre is very proud of his mustache, but don't mention his bald spot. Baron. No one enters the castle without Baron's permission. The Baron sees no one. Castle. This is Stat Castle Stairs. Blah, blah. Daughter. Baron's going to go out for 10 years. Name. My name is Pierre. Barracks. Barracks are off to my right, but you have no business going there. We'll go skip the bald spot for a second. No one enters the castle without the Baron's permission. And just because something may happen, we'll go hit save. And now we're going to mention the bald spot. Don't get me mad. Okay, that wasn't as... I thought it would be a little bit more interesting than that. All right, can we go over this way? Oh, there's a guard there. Oh, I wonder if this guy trains. He might train people. Castle's a garden area. Doorway leading from the castle keep. Castle's rise. Blah, blah, blah. Empty wagon. Chimneys for baking oven. Water for the horses. Barracks entrance. Access to the tower. Troops once probably followed this crest. The guard looks like he's either very tired or very lazy. I'm betting on the lazy. I'm not here to answer your stupid questions. Go talk to Carl, the gatekeeper. He talks to anyone about almost anything. What if we said, hey, it doesn't work. Okay, never mind. Any chance you could just let us in? There's no answer to your knock. The guards must all be asleep. Okay. All right, well, I think we're done in this castle. I didn't mark down which way the paths went outside of the castle, though. I'm not going to make a map inside the castle because that's just going to be kind of silly. There's not a whole lot in here. Just like I didn't really make a map of the town. Oh, come on. Walk the long way, buddy. All right, so... Oh, 1 second here. Maybe it is only north. We can't go either way. Can we go this way? No, it does not look like it. Okay, so it looks like we can only go to the west. So what's here? Oh, this is the garden. Centaur stops raking as you approach. So this is the farm or the garden? I don't know. I want to say it's the... Look, majestic centaur watches you carefully. Small tree, just a bush. Trees have tiny fruits forming. It's a common bush. It's a pine tree. Forest surrounding the farms, small fields, and orchard. The crops have yet to be planted. There are only a few weeds and some grasses at the edge of the forest. To the east, you can see a small house. To the west, you can see the forest. The north, beyond the farm's orchards, you can see the forest. So we can go this way and this way. Talk. Name, I am Heinrich Pfefferdeferin. I live in town with my daughter Hilda, who sells our produce on the market street. Hilda is a bright little filly. I'm very proud of her. He stands on the. Oh, never mind. That's a little ways back. Farmer's Mart. Our stand is in the northeast corner of Spielberg. The produce is not the finest this time of year, but you will not find better than pfefferdeferin fruit come harvest time. I am not too sure about that. Farmer's Mart. Our stand is in the northeast corner of Spielberg. Oh, wait a second here. Harvest. We grow fine fruit in our little orchard and sell it at our own stand in town. There you find fresh cherries in the spring, peaches in the summer, and apples in the fall. It is truly a sight to see. Brigands. The brigands attacked me a few months ago. I am a strong fighter and my hooves are deadly, but there were too many of them. My right leg was broken and there was no pride for a centaur who cannot run. If it had not been for the unlikely intervention of their leader, I would be dead. Leader came up after the brigands attacked me and forced them to stop, ordering them not to hurt people from the town. Then, to my amazement, the leader gave me a healing potion and had me carried to the healer's house. It was hard to judge the leader, whose face was obscured by a large helm, but there was compassion unlike what one expects from a brigand. That's why I think it's the daughter. I think it's the... Yeah. The healer lives just east of here. She is very skilled with potions. Something else. Centaurs. We centaurs are a very ancient and proud people. A baron. I'm sorry, I know little about the baron and his family. Enough already. All right, so actually, before we do anything, let's go and... No, we can't. Probably because we're moving. Let's go someplace safe and save in the game. Walk 10 feet, save the game, walk 10 feet. So we're going to go to the left. And this looks like forest. No, don't stop. F-O-R-E-S-T. And it looks like we can go up and over, but does not look like we can go down. We'll test that theory. No, he just stands there in the hero pose. So we'll keep going this way. So this looks like more forest. I'm going to try to walk around the town. And then we can kind of spiral out from there, I think. All right, this is another forest. And it looks like another four-way. But if we head this direction, we should get to the front of town again. Oh, this is the graveyard. Must be the town graveyard. What a rundown place. So it looks like we can only go down, and there's that mandrake root, which we can only harvest at night. Certainly creepy here, even during the daylight hours. 1 second here. Is there a clock? No. The red root growing out of one of the graves has a strange and evil appearance. Graves seem to be placed haphazardly in a tiny graveyard. All appear to be old and poorly maintained. A large tombstone seems to have a barely legible epitaph. Here lies an atheist, all dressed up and nowhere to go. Growing up out of the grave is an evil-looking plant with a slimy, poisonous sheen. Graves seem to be placed haphazardly. Massive grate covers the hole, keeping you from seeing the bottom. Nothing grows in the dirt of the old graveyard. Some of the graves appear to have been disturbed. The large stone you are facing has been engraved with this message. Here lies Lester Moore, gored 6 times by a wild boar. No less, no more. Very nice. It's certainly creepy here, even during the daylight hours. Okay, so We can go down. And this is another three-way, four-way. And that goes that way, and that way. And if we head this away, oh, it's the little Minotaur thing. And some, is this a wall? Can we get through here? Nope, nope, stop. Can we climb? You're sharp enough to realize that climbing over these bushes could result in some thorny problems. Very nice. There's nothing to do here. Fruit on this tree is withered and swarming with hornets. You think you better about picking it. The old archery target looks as though it has not been used in quite some time. I need to get the dagger and I can practice throwing it. Forests are very overgrown here. Dead fruit. Okay, so this is target, but it's blocked. We got to kind of go around it for some reason. And I'm assuming we can go down and then over. So, if we head this way, how are you going to get us there? Can we scoop around that? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, too late. Come on. Ah, we killed it. Woot, woot, woot. We killed our first Saurus. You search your opponent. What a waste. No treasure. Well, really? That's... You get no response. It's dead, of course. There was something we could get from Sauruses? Bam! Nice. I like that. It doesn't work. No, I don't want that. Okay, you know what? Yes, we do want that. Save. Save. But... Can we not chop them up or something? You've already done that. Okay, well, we came down here. This looks like it's a three-way pass. How is our health? Health is 22 out of 27. Looks like our vitality has gone up and our experience has gone up. But we won our first fight. That's awesome. I like that. Ooh, there's something here. So forest. And then log. And this looks like we can go up, down, or over. The hollow log looks somberly back with its single giant eye, and you know at once that nothing is to be gained by investigating this gaunt relic of more vertical past. Congratulations, you killed a rat and find a full suit of armor and a long spear and 500 gold on his body. I know, right? Like, where does it keep it? I know I've seen a meme about that where the monsters keep their these weapons and armor and stuff like that. It's not a very PG-13 one, but you can't do much with that. You get no response. Doesn't work. Okay, so if we head back up. Now this is just a regular forest. Now this is already on my map. We'll head this way. Because that's going to get us back to this target. Yes. There are too many bushes between... Oh! How do we... Well, well, well. Mysterious. How do we get to that target then? I am confused. Obviously, there's a puzzle here. There's definitely a puzzle. It's probably one of those... yeah. It's got to be one of those ones you got to go everything in the right order to get there. You need to kill 20 lizards, lol. Yeah, or something like that, right? Like, oh. Oh, hey! See, now it doesn't even give me a chance there. Hey! No, stay. Okay. It's dead, of course. Get no response. You search your opponent. You find 9 silver coins and carefully place them in your pouch. There you go. That's good. We better go and rest and heal up because, see, we're back there again. No shield or weapon. I know, right? He's got a perfectly good shield there. Mind you, the shield didn't help him much, so maybe... Wait, I've got a shield. Do I use the shield in the combat? I can't remember now. Okay, so we're back here. Brigand. 1 second. Control S. Actually, our health's not too bad. Save. No, too slow. Is he going to follow me? He is going to follow me. Okay. Let's go. Let's take this guy on. Hostile intent is evident. You prepare for battle. You're so exhausted that everything you do hurts. Better get some rest. Well, that's not going to help me any. Death from overwork. That was a little too much for you. You collapse from exhaustion and die. Okay, so obviously we've got to make a run for the castle, which should be straight ahead. Up, down, left, right, B, A, start, lol. Do we go right to the inn or... What are you, 9:47? No, they're going to have anything else to say. No, I don't think so. Despite your intentions, you feel calmness and sense of peace. I'm not doing any violence. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, it must be getting late since they've gone away. Time. Sunset approaches on day 2. Oh, look at that. I can run. That's awesome. I didn't know that. What else have we got? That's sneak. You're about as stealthy as the average goon. No. Stay awake. All right. So that's okay. This is good. This is good. We'll go back to walk. That's my profile. What else is here? That's time, and then that's okay. All right. So let's go. We'll rest up to the inn, and I think creepy run. Yeah, that's right. I think this is probably a good spot to end it off. We'll go have ourselves a meal. He looks like he's throwing down. Hello again, my friend. And the cat somehow clicks his nails together. Big Italy, speaking of that up, down, left, right, B, A, start, lull. one of the guys I work with, that used to be his email address, was the up down, left right BA start. I can't remember how he did it, but that used to be his email address. What am I doing? Enough already. We want no. Okay, that's probably a good idea. One second here. Let's buy ourselves a meal. And then I think this is probably going to be a good place to stop. So I want to thank everybody for coming out to the stream. I've had a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this game. It brings back a lot of memories. Still totally playable after like 20 some odd years, since it first came out. So I like it. I like the humor in it. I really can't wait to eventually get to like the Space Quest ones. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the first one of like Space Quest and King's Quest and Heroes Quest. Or maybe I'll do all the Heroes Quest or something. I'm not even too sure. Like, I may swap over to something else. I know in March, Mountain Blade Bannerlord is supposed to be coming out, and that's a game I really want to play. Okay, we go eat. Food tastes surprisingly good, and the drink is delicious. So I don't know. We may have to change stuff up at a certain part. Syntax, good night. Thank you so much. I might do just a quick little search here. As soon as we can hit a save button here. And, we'll save without going to sleep. And we'll try to remember that for next time. So we'll hit save here. Save 5. All good to go. Let's... I'm going to have to alt-tab out of here. Let me do a quick little search here. See if somebody's out there. No. I was thinking Ben might. But I got nobody else. Nobody family friendly. Let's do just a quick little Twitch search here. Search family friendly. There's a Family Guy online. I don't know if that is going to be family friendly, but I don't see anything else live. So you know what? I think that's going to be it for this one, guys. Can I do that from here? So let's go and... Is that not... I want to play the sound, but it's not working. So, tell you what, we'll just end the stream here, guys. I got nothing. I know I seem to be like the last family-friendly streamer this time of night. But thank you guys for coming out. I really, really do appreciate it. I hope everybody has a good night. I'll be back. Ooh, I may not be streaming Friday. Creative Kitty's having a friend over for a sleepover. And there's a very good chance that I'm not going to have access to the computers for much of the evening. So I will be back Saturday night playing with friends. Yerbs, good night. Thank you so much for coming out. Big Edley, Syntax, Dark World Rabbit, Jay, if you're still around. Thank you guys for coming out. I really, really do appreciate it. Night Jackel, night chat, and I bow in your general direction. Thank you guys for coming out. I really, really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. All right. Goodbye, guys.